What is poppin', YouTube? Back again with another video. Today we're talking about a must-draft wide receiver in Dynasty and in Redraft Fantasy Football. Let's go! The player that you must be drafting in Redraft and trading for in Dynasty is going to be Drake London.
Dirty bird never gonna die. Dirty bird gotta stay fly. Other team know we gon' ride. It's Dirty Bird by landslide. Throw it up now.
Now, Drizzy Drake, rookie last season out of the University of USC, came in with high expectations as the first wide receiver off the draft board. Now, the Falcons, we all know, did not have a great quarterback to throw him the ball. We were looking at Marcus Mariota. They drafted Desmond Ridder in the third round. And what did Drizzy Drake end up doing last season? 17 games, 117 targets for 10.5 fantasy points per game, which put him as the wide receiver 43 on a points per game basis. If you're the wide receiver 43 on a points per game basis, that's not good enough to win you a Dynasty championship, to win your best ball league, to even get in your redraft lineup. Drake London was debatably on the waiver wire in your redraft leagues. But why am I so excited for Drake London in year 2 in this Arthur Smith offense? A lot of people on the Twitter, on the DMs, are saying, hey, Kyle Pitts, elite level target share. They just drafted Bijan Robinson. They are not going to be throwing the ball to Drake London, so get out while you still can. I think the people telling you that advice are not looking clearly at the stats and seeing that Drake London is an absolute target hog. Drake London, 117 targets, which put him as the wide receiver 22 demanding target. Now, a lot of people are going to say, Caleb, Kyle Pitts wasn't on the field. Kyle Pitts was injured. That's when Drake London was getting this high volume of targets because he was the only one the Falcons could throw the ball to. Now, if we take a look right here from a tweet by Josh Larkey, great guy over at the 33rd team, we can see that Drake London compared to Kyle Pitts both had, when they were playing, Drake London 29.1% target share compared to Kyle Pitts with the 26.9. We look at targets per route run, 29.6, 29.1, yards per route run, 2.18, 1.82, average target depth, 10.4 for Drake London, 13.2 for Kyle Pitts. I think of both of these guys in an offense where they are both target hogs, there's plenty of target share. If both of them take up 50, 55% of target share, there is enough volume in this offense for both of them to eat. Now, a lot of you are going to say, well, the Atlanta Falcons were one of the lower passing attempt teams last season, which I think is definitely a fair argument to be made. But if we look at the difference between when Marcus Mariota was on the field compared to when Desmond Ridder was on the field, Nick makes a really great tweet here where he says Marcus Mariota passing attempts last season, 23.1. Desmond Ridder passing attempts last season, 28.7. Over a full season, that would have put Ridder top 12 in passing attempts. We talk about extrapolating data. That's a little bit hard to sometimes see. So let's even say that Desmond Ridder is top 18 in passing attempts instead of where Marcus Mariota was, which was a bottom 5 passing team in the NFL. All of a sudden, Drake London, you could be looking at Drake London and easily seeing a path for our man to get 135 to 140 targets this next season, which is going to put him in the top 15 in the NFL in targets based on the fact that we're seeing all the weapons getting added around Desmond Ridder. I'm not saying Desmond Ridder is going to be amazing by any stretch of the imagination, but if the volume is there in the receiving game with an improved offense, Drake London is going to eat. Currently, right now in Dynasty, Drake London is the wide receiver 12, but if we're talking redraft, in Underdog League, Drake London is currently going off the board at pick 45, which is wide receiver 24. Based on all the evidence that we just said, if Drake London is going to have a top 15 target share, there are significant ways that Drake London can improve and blow out his wide receiver 24 price tag on Underdog Fantasy Football. So if I'm in my redraft leagues and I'm able to get Drake London as a back-end wide receiver 2, when this man has the potential to get to be a high-end wide receiver 2, even a low-end wide receiver 1. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say that's crazy because people are going to point at the other metrics. But if my man is demanding targets in an offense that is going to be a lot more efficient, Bijan Robinson's going to get his touches, but they're still going to have to throw the ball. I am super excited about Drake London in 2023 fantasy football. So if you're in a Dynasty League, go see what it's going to take to acquire him right now. And if you're in redraft, go see what it's going to take. You're going to have to draft him in the 4th or 5th round as your wide receiver 2. He's going to win you that first fantasy football championship you've been chasing in your home league, or he's going to let you repeat because you listened to me. If you wouldn't mind, hit that sub button. It means the world to me. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.